So, a teacher in Texas was placed on leave after saying some racist ass shit, saying that his race is the more superior race. And you know what I'm saying? This is what he looked like. I don't know if he's German, Scottish, whatever, but you do not say something that's messed up to some fucking middle school kids or to any human living thing on earth, I feel, because we all in here together. We all a part of this fucking world. So when people start getting like this, it get irritating and frustrating. But I'm going to show you guys this article as well as some video footage from the beautiful folks over at Notice News. A very detailed about what was going on. It's just sad to see it's 2022 at that, and we still dealing with shit like this.
This story out of Texas is shocking. It all went down last week at this middle school near Austin, where, according to a black student, his white teacher made him take off a BLM sticker he was wearing. This led to a conversation where the student asked the teacher if he was racist, and this was the teacher's response.
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
Students are stunned as the teacher tries to explain himself.
Let me finish. You finish. I think everybody thinks that, they're just not honest about it.
I'm not saying you're racist.
I think everybody's a racist at that level.
No, you said you are racist.
I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest.
I actually respected you for a while, but like
I'm putting my phone out.
I don't even got no more respect for you.
I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
You know, you should have more respect because I'm honest.
The teacher continues to double down for the rest of the class.
So you are a racist?
Damn, how many times I gotta say it?
These videos went viral on Instagram, and the school quickly called the discussion inappropriate, inaccurate, and unacceptable. The teacher has since been fired, though he hasn't been identified.
Here's how the truth of the case of Larry Eisenberg's death was almost hidden away forever. On the morning of February 13th, 2018, Larry and Lori Eisenberg, who had separate children before their marriage, went boating on Lake Coeur d'Alene.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Coeur d'Alene.
Okay, and tell me exactly what happened.
Well, nothing's happened, but I believe that there's a dead body on our shoreline, right outside of our house.
Some 2 hours later, Lori called 911 to report that her husband had fallen off the boat and into the water.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm on the lake.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. What's the address?
I'm on the lake, but I don't know where. My husband had a stroke and he fell.
When the cops arrived, they found an emotionally distraught Lori, who told them that her husband had been acting strangely that morning.
He said he didn't feel good and he was doing things weird, and then he went up to the motor and the motor was broken. It was the other motor.
Okay.
He turned to look at me and his face just looked...
Okay.
Lori couldn't give a precise location to help the search team in finding Larry's body. In a subsequent interview with the police, Lori couldn't get her story straight about the moments before Larry fell off the boat.
So I was driving around, and then I
I realized I was turned around because I do remember then I sort of stopped and said, stop, Lord, stop. And thinking back on it now, I think I may have been turned around. I was trying to think about this.
On February 21st, the North Idaho Housing Coalition, a nonprofit organization where Lori had worked for years, fired her due to alleged fraudulent activities. Then on February 27th, Lori was arrested on 40 counts of forgery and 1 count of grand theft.
I'm being told to write your booking sheet out for 1 count of grand theft and 40 counts of forgery.
Her daughter would later post her bail. An autopsy revealed that Larry hadn't died by drowning, and there was a lethal amount of Benadryl in his system. At this point, Lori had jumped.
So you mean to tell me this old ass lady was researching on how to do this and, you know what I'm saying, this and that, blah, 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 as we hear, you know what I'm saying, the commentator tell us that he had drugs, Benadryl, sleepy shit all in his system. So she had this shit planned, you know what I'm saying? She had this shit hella planned.
Bail. During her time on the run, the police investigated her search history. She was researching drowning deaths. They also discovered that Lori had made handwritten changes to Larry's will, allocating 80% of his assets to her own biological children. After 2 months on the run, Lori turned herself in. She was later found guilty of wire fraud and theft and subsequently sentenced to 5 years in prison. Lori was eventually charged with first-degree homicide through the use of poison, but pleaded to a lesser of second-degree homicide with an Alford plea, which meant she maintained her innocence but agreed that prosecutors had enough evidence against her. During the trial, Lori claimed that she intended to drink the Benadryl-laced smoothie and that she felt suicidal because of the pain she would cause the family on account of her imminent arrest for wire fraud at the North Idaho Housing Coalition.
I knew my time was up. I hadn't decided what to do. Was I going to kill myself? Was I going to tell Larry everything and just see what would happen? I didn't know. I was an emotional and physical wreck.
Lori apologized to her and Larry's biological children.
I did lie and deceive like no mother ever should, and I am so sorry. I am not asking for your forgiveness.
Lori will serve 30 years and then be eligible for parole in her 90s.
That's sad as hell. You can see greed took her to do the unthinkable to somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's just sad to see, sad to hear, and sad to know that there's people out there like that. I'm pretty sure he loved her unconditionally and she probably didn't have to do a goddamn thing. But greed and how she felt is what got the best of her and took an innocent person's life. And then how the fuck you gonna change the will so your kids can have the shit, but goddamn fucking do it where his, you know, like, come on now. I wonder what people be thinking. And then she tries to say she wanted to drink the goddamn Benadryl smoothie because she felt suicidal and all this other shit. So you up here just trying to make it seem like you going crazy. Well, you crazy for thinking of a plan like that.